Cage and Cobb face to face. Here we go again between these two. Shawn Michaels wants these men to fight, but not under the SmackDown banner. Cobb has got the news and a smile on his face as he will walk on to next week and his meeting with the Machine. Booker T must have removed that turnbuckle pad, but Crews knows it's there. Priest doesn't, and he goes back first into it. Apollo Crews is going to the Royal Rumble. Jay White with the jump at ringside. This isn't a match. This is a message he's sending. Concerto to Mojo. Here comes Tommaso Ciampa. Oh, but White was ready with a steel chair. Wait a minute, Blade Runner onto the title. The Switchblade striking his knife deep into that Blackheart of Tommaso Ciampa. Hello everyone and welcome to SmackDown. We are just 4 days away from the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, and we are not waiting around to get this show on the road. It is time to start things off with the final Royal Rumble qualifier that we will see before this Sunday. And what a Royal Rumble qualifier it's going to be as well, as the original bro Matt Riddle is going to go one-on-one with Finn Bálor right here, right now, to get us going on the blue brand. Warm welcome to you all wherever you are this evening as we prepare for a final evening of SmackDown action, as the road to WrestleMania will truly commence this Sunday. But which one of these two men will be within that history-making matchup of the Royal Rumble itself? We will find out right about now. They're going to put everything on the line in order to beat the other here tonight. Matt Riddle already in the ring, and the lights dim here in Phoenix, because we know just who is on his way out next. And that, of course, is the former world champion, the man looking to vanquish Matt Riddle here tonight and go on to the Royal Rumble himself, Finn Bálor. Bálor looking poised and determined, but looking as confident as ever as well in his own stead. Can the leader of Bálor Club go on here tonight to a sweet victory over Riddle and the Royal Rumble spot with his name on it? There are 2 spots remaining that haven't been named by SmackDown, and this is one of them. A winner here tonight will get the chance to join a stacked SmackDown field within this Royal Rumble, with guys like Keith Lee, Kevin Owens, the American show-offs of Dolph Ziggler and Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, Apollo Crews, Ricochet, and after last week, Mojo Rawley in the Royal Rumble. Which one of these two men will stand alongside? Which one of these two men will fly the flag of the blue brand in the hopes of going to the main event of WrestleMania? Of course, not only representing SmackDown, but them themselves as the 2020 Royal Rumble winner. We will find out right now. One thing is for certain is that I don't think this crowd could be split between these two men. They seem to be pretty on point for both men. Good support for Riddle, and the crowd, as always, willing to play into Finn Bálor's entrance. But now is not the time for the entrances. Now is not the time for the entertainment factor in that regard. It is time for these two men to lock up, to go toe-to-toe, and to say just who is going to go to the Royal Rumble. Contingency of supporters chanting for Finn right from the off. Meanwhile, Riddle breaks his way out of a side headlock. Duck under there. Leapfrog as well from Riddle. Trying to start off hot. Chomp in the chest. Bálor comes back with one of his own. And instead, the spinning kick sends Riddle up against the ropes. Yeah, look out. Tilt-a-whirl. DDT from Bálor. Spiking him early on into an early cover attempt here from Finn Bálor. Trying to get himself to go to the Royal Rumble. But it's only good for a count of one. Riddle getting right back up to his feet as well. Check this out now is Finn Bálor starting off hot here, but Riddle coming in with a back elbow. And a huge lifting knee there, colliding into the gut of Finn Bálor. Look out. Back suplex face buster now. Momentum turns around early on here. Spoke too soon. Seems to be turning back to Finn Bálor here as he will dump Matt Riddle. Got first onto that top rope there. Now could Finn Bálor though stay on Riddle. Keep this going. Keep momentum poised for his own gains. Not to happen. Riddle counters. Makes him give up the back. Dragon suplex maybe. No. Stopped, but couldn't be denied. Straight jacket German there from Matt Riddle. Doesn't go for the bridge, but will go for the cover to send him to the Royal Rumble. No. Plenty to look forward to here this evening, folks. We have Hangman Page's open challenge against one of the men that I named in the Royal Rumble coming up later on this evening, as we have a roll-up here for Bálor trying to go to the Royal Rumble. Not going to happen there. We have a six-man tag between the Dangerous Alliance and the Saviours as well, heading into the Intercontinental title match between Bobby Fish and Kota Ibushi this Sunday at the Royal Rumble. And of course, later on this evening, once SmackDown goes off the air, the destruction will begin as man versus machine will collide once again. Jeff Cobb and Brian Cage in an unsanctioned match. The moment this show goes off the air, that will begin. All to come here tonight on the final SmackDown before the Royal Rumble. Meanwhile, right now, Matt Riddle elbowing his way out here. And look out, Riddle has him in spinning tombstone, planting Finn Bálor there. Just caught him connected. Will it be enough? Oh, 2 and almost 3. Bálor getting that shoulder up just in time. But for a moment, looked to be in big, big trouble. Can Riddle stay on it? Yeah, that's a real big opening for the bro. And look out now. Riddle taking him down into a Fujiwara armbar. Got it locked in here, middle of the ring, stretching that arm back. Finn Bálor got to be careful if that arm stretched back too far. He has to tap out. Oh, nice work by Bálor to get him out of it. And to excel after it as well. Twisting head scissors to break out of the hold there. Very innovative from Finn Bálor. And he will capitalize here, demonstrating his strength as he suplexes Matt Riddle back into the ring now. An opportunity once again presenting itself for Finn Bálor to take charge. Here we go, in the corner, Finn Bálor, full head of steam. Matt Riddle rocked, and that's going to go to Finn Bálor's gauge. Shotgun drop kick. Riddle bounces off the turnbuckle from the impact. Finn Bálor feels as if his ticket to the Royal Rumble is just about to get punched. And he is going to punch it right on Matt Riddle's face, unless Matt Riddle punches him first. Matt Riddle now catching him in. Caught the leg there, turned it into a twisting suplex driver. But he can't capitalize again. Bálor able to stop him. Bálor now, here we go! Bloody Sunday! And that may be all she wrote here tonight. There's 2. And Riddle gets the shoulder up in time. Bálor can hardly believe it. Thought he had him right then and there. Riddle says otherwise. Roll up now by Bálor. Desperation maybe. Oh, definitely though only a 2 count. Bálor hoping that he had enough there. And as Riddle gets up to his feet, it's Bálor staying on Matt Riddle here, not wanting to let this opportunity slip up. Tiger suplex, beautiful bridge. Riddle somehow kicking out at 1. In the corner we go now, and this is just a swath of momentum and offense from Finn Bálor here on Matt Riddle. Ever since the Bloody Sunday connected, Matt Riddle's chances have been fading and fading with every moment that has passed. Oh, but he's still got life in him, has Matt Riddle. Big counter there. Necessary counter as well. Oh, drives him into the mat. We all know that move on ECW. Matt Riddle putting his own twist on things as he now twists the ankle of Finn Bálor. In that ankle lock, but he can't keep it locked in for too long here. Finn Bálor very cagey and refusing to stay down, refusing to stay locked in submissions here as he hits a sling blade, goes to the top rope, and he's calling Riddle to his feet. No coup de grace right here, right now. But instead, we're going to see a hurricanrana from up on high. Look out, trying to slam him down here, but again, Riddle finding the counter at the right moment, finding the life within him, and finding the ability to get himself back in this matchup. Finn Bálor definitely demonstrating why he is a two-time world champion within this company. Matt Riddle giving him a fight, but it has been, for the most part, going the way of Finn Bálor as his head gets driven into the mat again, though, by that tombstone pile driver. And Riddle now, full head of steam maybe. Momentum surging through the bro. Bálor staggering up to his feet, unable to move out of the way just in time there. Incoming, back suplex, takes Riddle down. These guys have really been tit for tat for one another. They've been able to break out the counters left, right, and center. Just when it seems if one guy is about to run away with momentum, they're able to stop them and put them back in their place. As Matt Riddle puts Finn Bálor back into the mat with a familiar move as well, stomping his foot onto the face of Finn Bálor as well. No boot there to add some added emphasis, but you know that the foot of Riddle is going to be doing enough damage. Discus forearm countered. In he comes with a single leg drop kick. Nicely done there by Riddle, who goes to the turnbuckle now. Riddle lining up Bálor here for something big with a spear. Huge time spear from Riddle. And now, could he be thinking the Pro Mission? Could he be thinking about the Royal Rumble? If he was, Finn Bálor denied it. Big time counter from Bálor as well. Big time back elbow. And look at that from Riddle. Tactically thinking there. Rolling out of the ring, but not out of harm's way. Huge dive from Finn Bálor to the outside. What an opening match we've had so far on SmackDown. It's a shame that one of these two men has to lose here tonight. But on the flip side, we have to ask just who is going to win. Bálor in bloody hell. And that took a lot out of him. Maybe not as much as it took out of Riddle. Maybe not as much as this will take out of Riddle. Top rope calling for the end. Coup de grace now. Riddle sidestepped. Riddle sidestepped. Bro to sleep. German suplex. Moved out of the way. Hit a big move. And we'll go one bigger. Drives the elbows in. Bro Derek. He drives Finn Bálor into the mat. And Riddle hooks the leg. 1, 2. Matt Riddle is going to the Royal Rumble. What a way to kick things off here tonight on SmackDown. Both men throwing it their all, giving it their all. But that missed coup de grace was the undoing of Finn Bálor. And the gain of that man right there. Matt Riddle is going to the Royal Rumble. A hard-earned performance. A hard-earned win. But take nothing away from Finn Bálor. Hang on just a minute. Yeah, we don't seem to be done with this. That's the theme of the SmackDown General Manager. And on the Titantron is Shawn Michaels himself. I think you'd be hard pressed to find someone who doesn't agree with Michaels' take on that match. Truly a great opener. But Michaels saying that he doesn't want one man to have the glory. We know that Matt Riddle has earned that 9th spot representing SmackDown in the Royal Rumble. But on top of that, it is not the be-all end-all for Finn Bálor. And with that, SmackDown's field has been completed. Can celebrate in defeat, because Finn Bálor's going to the Royal Rumble as well. With the Royal Rumble getting closer and closer with every day that passes, we took the opportunity once again here tonight on SmackDown to talk to someone on the brand who has experience in this historic match. Tonight, we talk to 2018 Royal Rumble winner, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada. I have no idea what to make of what I just saw, ladies and gentlemen. That was Kurt Hawkins laid out in the backstage area, and then a moment later, Tommaso Ciampa standing above him. I don't want to put 2 plus 2 together, but I think last week did something to the Blackheart. The WWE Champion does not seem to be in a good headspace this evening ahead of his title match this Sunday with the Switchblade. Well, I'll tell you someone who is in a great mental headspace, and that is this man right here, the Hangman Adam Page, given the opportunity by Shawn Michaels a few weeks ago to qualify to earn his spot into the Royal Rumble. Given it by the Heartbreak Kid. Said that he earned it, said that he deserved it, but now Hangman says he wants to fight for it tonight, calling out any other man representing SmackDown in this Sunday's Men's Royal Rumble. So who will step up to the plate? There's 6 names. Anyone is welcome. Who will it be? Oh yes! Well, this is the name that drew themselves out of the hat. The 4-time WWE Champion, Kevin Owens. And how apt, given that just a moment ago we heard from Kazuchika Okada on the upcoming Royal Rumble match. And of course it's this man who took the opportunity, who has taken that chance to be in the Royal Rumble bout over Kazuchika Okada, albeit thanks to some foul play courtesy of the Switchblade Jay White. Well, that does not matter right here, right now. What does matter is that we're in for another great match here. Started off hot with Riddle and Bálor, keeping it going with Page and Owens. Kevin Owens steps up to the plate. He'll take the fight here tonight with Hangman Page. Let's see what'll happen between these two men. Walking straight to the center of the ring. Collar elbow tight, the same as we got. And Phoenix siding, at least a portion of them anyway. With a Canadian in this one, Kevin Owens now nice transition into a side headlock here. Great work there from Owens. Just how we saw earlier this evening, Hangman Page works his way out, duck under by Hangman Page. Oh, brutal big boot as well. Definitely going to be a big opportunity here tonight for the Hangman to prove that he belongs in the Royal Rumble match, to prove that he can stick in the ring with some of the best in the world, like Kevin Owens. Of course, others as well on other brands. Think of ECW, the likes of last year's Royal Rumble winner Adam Cole, Drew McIntyre, and of course the man who's going to start it all, as Kazuchika Okada alluded to at number one, and of course being Seth Rollins. Okada got an eye on that one, an eye on a friend, an eye on a man who he made history with a few months ago at Survivor Series, of course, in their historic matchup. And as we head into another historic matchup just a few days away, Hangman Page right now driving a powerbomb there into Kevin Owens, looking for a big win. Has he put away Kevin Owens? Oh, 2 count and no more. A little bit of worry there though for a moment. Took a little bit of time there for Kevin Owens to kick out as well. Oh, maybe playing possum though. Hangman Page went to the top rope. Owens right back up to his feet. Boot, caught it. Hangman Page, and this is not going to do any favors either. From all the way up there, Owens drives them into the mat. Big time move from Kevin Owens. And now, go home driver. And the cover will be made. Is it all she wrote? No, Hangman Page able to kick out at 2 as well. Back-to-back 2 counts for both men. Trading some 2 counts there, but who can capitalize here? Looks like it might be Kevin Owens' electric chair position. No, Hangman Page punching on the head there of Kevin Owens. Breaks his way out of it. Nicely done. Thinks tactically and gets a good shin breaker there. Nothing flashy, but certainly effective from the Hangman. Using his power now in that Irish whip. Big time force behind it. And another power bomb will connect. And another trip to the top rope. This time though, Kevin Owens isn't getting up to his feet. The chance is there for Hangman, and he gets the moonsault. Moonsault connects on Kevin Owens. Is it all she wrote? Yeah. No, Kevin Owens gets the shot up in time at 2 once again. My oh my, is Hangman looking for some big offense already. Look at a strike with a German suplex there. Great counter from Kevin Owens though. That is what makes him a 4-time WWE champion. The ability to think on his feet and even in the air like he did with that counter. Nice back suplex as well. And now in the corner. Kick to a seated position. Not where you want to be with Kevin Owens, because in comes the Cannibal Senton. And Kevin Owens likes to believe it's all she wrote here this evening. Hangman Page definitely says otherwise. Kevin Owens thus far giving Hangman Page a tough lesson what it's like to hang with some of SmackDown's top names, no pun intended. Oh, went for a headbutt there, but a big counter from Hangman Page comes in. Big boot. And he is still well and truly in this one. He is not going to be giving up here until he's forced to. Hangman Page has him on the shoulders. Death Valley driver from the Hangman. Incredible strength to lift Kevin Owens up almost like he's nothing. Now here we go in the corner. Kevin Owens caught a big clothesline. And a bulldog that comes after it as well. Hangman Page lining up his prey here. He wants this win. He wants it bad. Is he going to be getting it right now? Discus clothesline. Folded Kevin Owens inside and out. That could be it for the Hangman. There's two. Oh, and again Kevin Owens just gets the shoulder up in time. And again, Hangman Page finds himself a second away from victory. But again, he goes to the top rope. Is he going to look for the moonsault? No, he will not. He'll call Kevin Owens to his feet. Owens is staggering. What a maneuver. Twisting, spinning, heel kick from up high. Imagine the force that got brought down by the time he kicked Kevin Owens in the head. Oh no. And speaking of being brought down, what are we going to see here? Exploder superplex! Hangman Page willing to risk it all. Lighting himself up in the corner. Does he see that chances now? He is calling Owens into position. Looking for the buckshot lariat. Oh, stunner! Owens caught him. Stunner from Kevin Owens. Strikes out of the blue. And Hangman Page is done for. Papa Power Bomb connects. The cover is made by Kevin Owens. And he defeats Hangman Page. Never, ever discount Kevin Owens. Page thought he hadn't finished off. Kevin Owens had other ideas in mind, but take nothing away from Hangman Page's performance here tonight. Perhaps the dark horse of the men representing SmackDown this Sunday. And yet again, we see someone backstage, down on the floor with Tommaso Ciampa standing above them. This time, it was Elias. What is going through the head of the Blackheart? Do I even want to know as we head towards the Royal Rumble? Is this all a result of last week as to what happened to Mojo Rawley? And then to Tommaso Ciampa as well. It could well be the case, but it is certainly not a good one for anyone that dares to get in the way of the Blackheart, it seems, backstage right now. But speaking of right now, we turn our attention towards the upcoming contest. Six-man tag here this evening. On its way, the Dangerous Alliance against the Saviours. It will be Bobby Fish, as you see, leading the charge with Sheamus and Bobby Lashley against Drew Gulak, Roderick Strong, and Kota Ibushi. Champions out in full force with the Saviours, and the challenger leading the group into the ring. Bobby Fish and Ibushi this Sunday will meet for the Intercontinental title, as Bobby Fish seeking his first title in almost 2 years. But if he wants to do that, he is going to have to go through the Golden Savior, and that is far easier said than done. No Paul Heyman at ringside here this evening. I imagine he's drafting up some kind of plan for Bobby Fish ahead of this Sunday. It is just the brute and the might of the Dangerous Alliance, who we saw last week standing tall over Kota Ibushi and the Saviours as well. It was Kota Ibushi against the Celtic Warrior Sheamus. Sheamus deliberately got himself DQ'd, hit a bro kick onto Drew Gulak. Then Lashley hopped the barricade and hit a spear onto Strong. And then by the time Ibushi copped onto it all, Bobby Fish came charging in and then laid him out with a fish hook, as all three members of the Dangerous Alliance stood tall over the fallen Intercontinental Champion. Momentum, I imagine, is high within the Dangerous Alliance. They have got the better of the Saviours on a number of occasions. Can they get the better of them when all six men are in the ring here this evening? We will find out. The Saviour might not be in the building here tonight, but his music certainly is, as his Saviours will make their way towards the ring, led out by the Intercontinental Champion, led out by the Golden Savior. And a show of unity, it seems, leaving their titles behind here for this one, and just going headstrong into this matchup. Gulak, Strong, and Ibushi making their way towards the ring. No titles around their waist, but we know, of course, who holds what. The man at the front hold the SmackDown Tag Team titles. The man at the back, the Intercontinental Champion. But could that be about to change this Sunday when Fish and Ibushi collide for that prestigious championship? We will find out. I think whatever the case, we are in for a truly fantastic matchup between those two men. Also, I'm noticing there a little bit of a new look for Drew Gulak, but a new design as well on Roderick Strong's t-shirt as well. Seems as if that Saviour merch is certainly a hot commodity here on SmackDown, as Roderick Strong wearing a second design of that infamous logo of the Saviours. The question will be now, though, who is going to start this matchup? All six men want to get their hands on one another, especially after last week. It will be Sheamus, the man who instigated it all, against the man who hit the bro kick on, in Drew Gulak. So there we go. A little bit of continuity from last week carrying over here, and Sheamus coming out of the gate immediately. And remember as well, there's a chance for revenge here for Sheamus and Bobby Lashley as well, because of course they were the men who lost the SmackDown Tag Team titles to the Saviours a few weeks ago at the TLC pay-per-view. So a chance maybe here with victory could get them a championship rematch in the eyes of the SmackDown General Manager, Shawn Michaels. And right now, look at the way in which Sheamus has started this year. No playing around, no games, no fun. Just continuing where they left off last week in brutalizing any member of the Saviours that day gets in their way. I'm sure the Saviour himself, though, Ricochet, has his eyes focused on this Sunday in the Royal Rumble. Definitely a pick that I think whatever number he gets, given the momentum that he's had since becoming the Saviour of SmackDown, could lead him to be one of the favourites within that Royal Rumble match. Truly do not know this year who could be a favourite in that match. What I do know right now is that the tag is made. Roderick Strong is legal there, bringing the double axe handle down into the arm of Sheamus. Look out now, Falcon Arrow incoming. No, Sheamus denies it. Good candidate from the Celtic Warrior. Missed on that double axe handle though, but he's able to stay in control here and drive a knee into the jaw of Roderick Strong there. But as I was Going back to a moment ago, I truly do not know who could win the Royal Rumble this year. I just have no idea who that man could be. Big power from the Dangerous Alliance there. Bobby Fish, the legal man, and they big boots there into the gut of Roderick Strong. And look at the strength of the three-time WWE Champion. Second longest reign in company history, 390 days as WWE Champion. But of course also the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion as well. At I believe 211 days. Vacated the title to focus on being WWE Champion, but now, some 3.5 years later, Bobby Fish is looking to get that gold back around his waist. Not focusing on the Royal Rumble matchup itself this year, but focusing on becoming Intercontinental Champion at the very pay-per-view where he won it almost 4 years ago. Right now, though, he's got Roderick Strong to deal with in the ring, and Strong coming back there with a big-time belly-to-belly suplex. Good work there. The Savior, the backbreaker, who brings a knee down onto the jaw of Bobby Fish. Strong certainly giving it a fight, and I would imagine right now that Kota Ibushi might want to be the legal man in this matchup, or not. Tag is made. Gulak, the legal man, the tag team champions, working with one another right now to bring the elbows down onto the former tag team champion himself in Bobby Fish. Boot into the gut there, kick into the back, nothing flashy, just effective from Drew Gulak. See what'll happen now. Oh, you could see that from a mile away. Bobby Fish certainly didn't. Big discus clothesline. Fish gets the shoulders up in time at 2. Very fat to kick out there. Look at that, Bobby Lashley wanting to get in this matchup. Lashley wanting to be the legal man here. Just not happening. Gulak staying on point. Northern Light suplex, and Fish charging the shoulder up with the count of 1 there, but Gulak lifting him back up to his feet. Just wants to stay in control here. Of course, these two men met a few weeks ago on SmackDown. It was Fish who emerged victorious with the fish hook. But right now, it is Sheamus who is legal again. Look at the synchronization there of the Dangerous Alliance. Lashley dropped off the apron just in time, and a beautiful double team move connect. Northern Light suplex, leg is hooked. Gulak gets the shoulder up in time there. Fantastic offense though. Say what you will about the Dangerous Alliance, and believe me, I have said plenty about these three men. That was damn good tag team offense there. Huge forearm rock Sheamus there. Puts him up against the ropes, and now here we go. The Intercontinental Champion is legal in this one. Kota Ibushi, the legal man, and I'm sure he'll be looking for revenge on Sheamus for what happened last week. Let's see if he's going to get it though. Jawbreaker brings the Celtic Warrior off his feet. I am sure though there is only one man that Ibushi wants to get his hands on in this ring right now, and he is on the apron watching on. Of course, that is his challenger for this Sunday. But right now, Ibushi staying focused on some incredible offense there. Look out, off the ropes. Oh my God, what a brutal knee. Ibushi covers off the knee. Is it game over? Oh, kick out in time. Just came charging in there. Chin lock now, and look at this. Sheamus having to look at the man who he's almost representing in this matchup in Bobby Fish. Ibushi, I think, has put that in the perfect position to make Bobby Fish watch this. Ibushi, on the other hand, not looking at the champion. Not looking at the man who laid him out last week, but right now he doesn't have the chance. Sheamus getting up to his feet, and elbow after elbow gets him out of that hold there. Out now, sends him in the corner. Big punch in the back of the head there by Bobby Lashley, who's tagged in and is legal now as the Saviours have to watch on as the Intercontinental Champion's in trouble. Lashley finally legal in this one, and using his strength to his advantage right away there. Just putting the hurt on Kota Ibushi right from the off here, and Ibushi doesn't have a response to it right now. Lashley coming in hot. And Ibushi paying for it there. Look at this now. Ibushi though, able to crawl over, make the tag. Gulak is legal. Here we go now. Drew Gulak legal in this one. Clothesline, rocks Lashley, and that one brings him down. And a big knee incoming there from Gulak. What can he do here? Big time clothesline again. This time though, it definitely brings Lashley off his feet to the mat. Drew Gulak, full head of steam. Big time clothesline once more. And another. Gulak just coming out of the gates at 100 miles an hour as he gets back in this match and looking to put Bobby Lashley away. High angle tequila sunrise locked in here. Would Lashley have to tap out? Smacks the mat, but not a giving up there. Lashley breaks his way out of it. Boots Gulak in the face. Didn't get all of that lariat, but we've certainly seen a plentitude of that maneuver. Oh! And all of a sudden, nothing but brutal strength from Bobby Lashley. As Bobby Fish is now legal. Tag is made, and here we go. Fish back in this ring again. Oh, come on! Fish turning his attention to Ibushi, knocking him down off the apron, sleeping with the Fishes. Might that be enough here for Gulak? Cover is made, referee in position. Strong makes the save. May have been the only member of the Saviours on his feet, but that didn't stop him there. But he's going to need to make one hell of a rescue here. It's Roderick Strong because no, never mind. Fish hook counter by Gulak. Looked like he was going to end up in the fish hook. Gulak able to counter it. And here we go. Ibushi's legal. Champion and challenger will finally lock horns. Ibushi and Fish to square up with one another right here, right now. Legally within the confines of the ring, and I'm sure Kota Ibushi has plenty he wants to get off his chest after last week's heinous assault. Black hole slam, arm across the body, cover is made. Fish gets the shoulder up in time for two there though. Look at this, both members of the Dangerous Alliance trying to bail out their man, but Ibushi separates, or gets in the way rather. Looks for a kick in the gut, Fish counters. Great counter as well, caught the leg, swung him round, and the opening was there to get out of the ring. And needless to say, he got out of it. Sheamus legal, double suplex. You can tell that the Dangerous Alliance have been a unit for longer. Just the way they're able to bounce off of one another and make everything work. Sheamus now, uncharacteristically going to the top rope. Roderick Strong not allowing it to happen. Pushes him off from up high, almost into Kota Ibushi. Dangerous undertaking there by Strong, but it's certainly panned out. They don't call it high risk for nothing. Ibushi now rolls through the fireman's carry, sent on. Now he'll go to the top rope, but this time it's Fish with a left hand, brings Ibushi off the top rope. Brings him down, but doesn't take him out. He's up to his feet long before Sheamus is. Knee in the gut. Discus clothesline. Incredible power from the Golden Savior. Sheamus trying to find his bearings, but that definitely ain't happening. Never mind, spoke too soon. Oh my, what a lariat there from the Celtic Warrior. Just so much power behind that. As the tag is made, Lashley is legal. And the game plan seems to be right now in the Dangerous Alliance, whenever the champ is in the ring, make sure that Fish isn't. Beat him down, minimize Fish's time in the ring right now, and wear down and beat down the Intercontinental Champion so it could be easier for him this Sunday to win that title from Kota Ibushi. But as I was saying that, Ibushi ducked underneath the lariat, and here goes Kota Ibushi right now. Not really looking for any big moves. Maybe he knows that the weight difference is too emphatic to make up. But that in itself is proving to be a problem because he cannot stay. He cannot get the big offense in. And that is causing problems. And that is causing big advantages for Bobby Lashley. Check out the strength from the Dominator. Incredible hang time on that delayed vertical suplex. Lashley up high now. From all the way up top, what is Bobby Lashley going to do here? Ibushi slowly staggering up to his feet. Lashley in. Double axe handle, no. The counter made. But look at that from Fish. Grabs him from behind. Before Ibushi can capitalize. pinning him back here. And Ibushi didn't like that one bit, and the stare down is on between them again, but he took his eyes off the prize, and that cost him. Strong wants in, can Ibushi make the crawl there? Oh no, never mind. Big elbow comes down by Lashley, and now Lashley on the other side of the ring. He's looking for the spear. He is looking for the spear here on Ibushi. Incoming, now! Ibushi gets the lariat on the second time of asking. Went for the lariat. Lashley had to back out of it. Kamigoye! One little slip up. One big gain for the Common Savior. Kamigoye connects. The cover is made. He looks in the eyes of Bobby Fish as the Saviours defeat the Dangerous Alliance here this evening. Went for the spear. Ibushi wasn't allowing it. Kamigoye connects. The Saviours win here this evening. Lashley leveled by that knee, and if it connects on Fish this Sunday, the Golden Savior will be victorious. And look at that. 3 men staring down at Bobby Fish where it all started. A stare down on the apron. But Fish will gladly live to see another day. That day will be this Sunday. And that time will be the Royal Rumble. Will it be the time of Bobby Fish once again? Or can the Golden Savior thwart the infamous? Ahead of her upcoming championship match with Shayna Baszler this Sunday at the Royal Rumble, Toni Storm took to Twitter to inform Baszler that her eyes will be wide open this Sunday with no fear seen in them, and that the ace up her sleeve will topple the Queen of Spades and take the throne as SmackDown Women's Champion. Well, I think that interview is done and dusted. So says Brian Cage. We are one match away from that happening, and this is going to be the final match here of the regular SmackDown show, but of course it's not going to be our main event of the evening. It is going to be Asuka versus Sasha Banks here this... Whoa, what? What the world is going on? That's Asuka, and that's Sasha Banks as well. Both women laid out backstage. And I think I may know why. Because here comes the Blackheart. He laid out Hawkins. He laid out Elias. Dare I say, he laid out Asuka and Banks. Tommaso Ciampa is incensed, and he is making his way out here right now. With Goldie in his grasp, Tommaso Ciampa is heading towards the ring, and Phoenix can hardly believe what they're seeing. Clutching on to that WWE title that he will defend this Sunday against the Switchblade, Jay White. What is on the mind of Tommaso Ciampa? What has been the reasoning for his actions here tonight? Is it all in the name of that title? Is it all in the name of a response for last week? Is it all to lure out the Switchblade? Whatever the answer may be, Tommaso Ciampa with title in hand, making his way out to close this episode of SmackDown, the final SmackDown before the Royal Rumble. What does the Blackheart want here this evening? Certainly dressed in no shape to compete, certainly not competing here tonight either. He's made his way out and he is standing in the ring with Goldie in hand, and he wants the Switchblade. He wants Jay White again here tonight. Ciampa alluding to the events of last week, saying that things were taking a stretch too far in the matchup between himself and Jay White, incoming with what he did to Mojo Rawley. Saying that Mojo is fearing for his career as a result of last week. Tommaso Ciampa used to playing mind games, but he says this is a step too far. And either way, he is calling out Jay White here tonight. He wants him to get in the ring. He wants him to stand face to face with the WWE Champion. But he doesn't want to fight. He wants an apology. He wants Jay White to apologize to Mojo Rawley for last week. Oh, and he is going to get his answer, because you could hear the knife being sharpened in the speakers within this arena. And that only means the arrival of one man. Here's your response. Here is the Switchblade. He knew White was in the building, and he is gonna get to see the man once more before this Sunday. I was expecting Ciampa to demand him to make his way out, to demand a fight right here, right now, but no. Seems as if he's letting what happened to him last week just be business as usual. He wants an apology on behalf of Mojo Rawley. And it certainly seems, regardless, that Phoenix is not happy to see the Switchblade one little bit. Huge negative reception for Jay White here this evening on what could be his final episode of SmackDown, where he is not the WWE Champion. So here we go, Jay White entering the ring here, and indeed standing face to face with Tommaso Ciampa. And he does not like the idea of being forced to apologize one bit. Jay White patting himself on the back, thinking back to TLC, believing he's the only reason that Tommaso Ciampa's got that WWE Championship still in his grasp. Hang on. Jay White is agreeing? He says, I mean, it looks like he's trying to pin the blame on Tommaso Ciampa, and I mean, he does have a point. How many times did he ask Ciampa to make his way out? But he wants to play ball. But it seems he's playing ball in a very passive-aggressive way. Look at what he's saying there. He just wants to give Tommaso Ciampa something to cling on to once this weekend is done. He is going to give Mojo Rawley his apology, though. Jay White turning to the hard camera here in the arena, turning away from Tommaso Ciampa. And he is apologizing for his actions. I don't know if this is Jay White trying to play some 4D chess, or if he actually feels sorrow for his actions. There's no way, right? There's no way that Jay White feels sorry for something that he did. When has the Switchblade ever felt sorry for something that he did? And even trying to allude that even though that Mojo will be in the Royal Rumble match, he says that everyone is wishing him a speedy recovery and we'll be sure to wish him back in the ring. Well, it wasn't a fantastic apology, but it was one nonetheless, and Tommaso Ciampa and Jay White know that he forgot something, it seems. What does he mean by that? Oh! Revenge for last week! Goldie in the face of Jay White! Goldie uses a weapon, this time on the Switchblade! ProJaked Ciampa! ProJaked Ciampa! And Tommaso Ciampa with a chilling message to Jay White. Don't you ever trust a Blackheart. This Sunday, these two men are going to go to war for the WWE title. It ain't about Mojo Rawley. It's about the title. It's about Switchblade and Blackheart this Sunday for the WWE Championship at the Royal Rumble. But right now, folks, it is time for Man versus Machine. SmackDown is over, but let the war begin. Cobb and Cage 2 up next.